There's a turtle in the pond. This is a restaurant, Cecilia Matela. And this is where we're having our lunch. Here's our group. We're all under these vine-covered terraces, drinking bubbly water and wine. Hello there. And this is a beautiful setting right out on the Via Appia, just on the other side of the street from St. Sebastian's Catacombs. And so here we are. We're just waiting for our food to be delivered.
You can use any kind of pasta if you've leftovers that you
the combination is marvelous.
We use the general word pasta in the
Here we are right across the street from the Catacombs of St. Sebastian, and we're having some great pasta here. This is already the second course, along with the bubbly water and the bruschetta and tomatoes. Now we're waiting for the third course, but this is really a delightful place to have lunch.
Oh, the regular dancing started? Yeah. This was actually Italian.
Everywhere the tree curls, it brings fruit. Look above, you see Jesus blessing the church. Then you see about a little way down, you see the hand holding, that's God holding the branch. He's the one in charge of the branch. And there you see Jesus with the tooth of Ignatius in his body. And on the left you have Mary and John. And you see them bringing about the fruit. And not only is it the fruit of spirituality, but it's the fruit of education, of medicine, of all the great things that are of humanity. Because Christianity, if Jesus is the Lord of anything, he is the Lord of everything. He's not just, by the way, I was in an evangelical church, and we wanted to talk to them before Catholic. We wanted to talk to them about abortion. And the pastor said, you cannot talk about abortion in my church. Because we found a Dominican father who knew Father John. Father John called me 30 minutes later and said, yes, you can come. You tell me when you'll be here, I'll set it up. You can film over lunch and in the evenings when no one's here. So in May, we're sitting here filming. So this is, I'm just telling you that 150 years ago, they just discovered this. We're down under the level, the third level, under St. Clement's Church, San Clemente, and we're taking everybody on a tour here of first century Rome, of San Clemente. Many believe it was the house of St. Clement.
We heard. Our leader won't let us go.
We're coming up out of the belly of the earth under San Clemente, where we just walked the streets of first century Rome.
I think we'll be shipping some chocolate home, honey. International Chocolate Fair in Assisi.
I'll explain that to you on the bus. We're all entering St. Stefano Rotondo, St. Stephen in the Round. This is the church commemorating the martyrs. And we're going to do a little tour, and I'm going to show them what the early Christians suffered for us. They're still coming around the corner. Hello there! I was named after him. My mother was being prophetic, I don't know. So, who is the first martyr here?
Mary.
A sword shall pierce your own soul. Remember the prophet? The prophet Simeon said, a sword will pierce your own soul, and here are the 7 places where the sword pierced Mary's soul. This is the 7 areas of her life where she gave up her son, where she was crucified, and these are the places that she was acknowledged. Remember Liz said earlier, and I learned from Liz, that's why I let her talk so much, because I learned from her as well. This is the first time I've worked with Liz, and I'm very impressed. But she said the temples that were round in Rome were victory temples. You'd think, by human standards, that all of these people that you're going to be seeing hacked and burned and killed and strangled and buried alive, they're not victorious. They're the losers. But in Christianity, Jesus gave his life so that he could be raised from the dead. It's like as a grain of wheat falls into the ground, unless it falls into the ground, it remains by itself. But if it falls into the ground and dies, it bears fruit 100-fold. Tertullian, the great Latin theologian of the 3rd century, said, "The blood of the martyrs is the seed of Christians." The more you kill us, the more you slaughter us, the more our blood drips into the sand of the arenas, the more we will spring up and grow. Handed on into tradition. Only later did the book become a part of it. The book became part of a bigger package. But look at over here, the far one over here. This woman is having her breasts cut off. The whole time saying, deny Christ. No, they're ripping her breasts off with great pincers. This one, they're ripping their tongues out of their mouth. You'll never talk about Christ again. We're going to rip your tongues out. And they grab pincers and rip their tongues right out of their mouth. This man is St. Lawrence. They build a fire. They put him on a rack. He's cooking over the fire. With great sense of humor, he says, "You can turn me over now. I'm done on this side." Here they light a furnace full of fire and they throw people into the burning furnace. You can see up in the back hundreds of people at the same time being tortured. Another man over here being dragged behind a horse. Here's a man tied to the stake, another one being ripped with claws, with metal rakes, ripping his skin. Here you'll see this picture in the movie tomorrow. This one here of the woman with her hands cut off. And then they tie her hands with a rope and dangle them around her neck. We're on our way back to our hotel now, the Michelangelo, after a very satisfying, adventurous day, and we're stuck in a traffic jam. Welcome to Rome. As far as you can see is cars. There is a protest going on today, and the streets are backed up.